And welcome to the 2024 election night. We have Raphael Warnock with his running mate Hewlin Castro representing the Democratic Party versus Ted Cruz, senator from Texas, with his Vice President Nikki Haley, 270 to win. And our 7 p.m. poll closing, we have Indiana, Kentucky, Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, and Vermont. And we project that Indiana, with its 11 electoral votes, will go to Ted Cruz, and Kentucky, Mitch McConnell's home state, with its 8 electoral votes, will go to Ted Cruz. And Virginia is currently too close to call, 28% in. Warnock currently leading, 13 electoral votes up for grabs. And South Carolina, previously a swing state, now going safely for the Republican Party, Ted Cruz winning its 9 electoral votes. And Georgia, Raphael Warnock's home state, 22% in. Raphael currently leading with 50%, 16 electoral votes. And the first Democratic state of the evening, we project that Vermont, with its 3 electoral votes, will go to Raphael Warnock. And as we come to the Electoral College after the 7 p.m. poll closings, Warnock currently at 3 to Ted Cruz's 29 electoral votes. Ted Cruz currently leading with 60% in the popular vote. And as we look at the 7:30 p.m. poll closings, we have Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina. Ohio is currently too close to call, Cruz leading 35% in, 17 electoral votes. North Carolina currently too close to call, Warnock currently leading at 0.4%, 40% in, 16 electoral votes up for grabs. And we predict that West Virginia and its 4 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. Our 8 p.m. poll closings, we have Illinois, Kansas, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, the District of Columbia, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Florida, and Missouri. We project that Illinois' 19 electoral votes will go to Raphael Warnock, and we project that Kansas' 6 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. And we project that Oklahoma's 7 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. And Pennsylvania currently too close to call, Warnock currently leading 49% in. And we project that Massachusetts, with its 11 electoral votes, will go to Raphael Warnock. And New Hampshire currently too close to call, Warnock leading 60% in, 4 electoral votes. And 4 out of 4 of Maine's electoral votes will go to Raphael Warnock. And Rhode Island's 3 electoral votes we project will go to Raphael Warnock, and Connecticut's 7 electoral votes we project will go to Raphael Warnock. And New Jersey's 14 electoral votes we project will go to Raphael Warnock, and Delaware's 3 electoral votes we project will go to Raphael Warnock. And Maryland's 10 electoral votes we project will go to Raphael Warnock, and DC's 3 electoral votes we project will go to Raphael Warnock, the most liberal part of the country. And Alabama's 8 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz, and Mississippi's 6 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz, and Tennessee's 11 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz, and Florida, currently too close to call, 31 electoral votes up for grabs, Cruz currently leading 78% in. Missouri's 10 electoral votes currently too close to call, 60% in, Cruz with a small lead. As we come to look at the Electoral College, to win 270, Warnock currently at 76 and Cruz at 71. Warnock leading in the popular vote with 59%. The 8:30 p.m. poll closings, Arkansas. We project that Arkansas's 6 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. And after Arkansas's 6 electoral votes, Cruz now at 77 electoral votes to Warnock's 76 electoral call. The popular vote stays the same. The 9 p.m. poll closings, we have Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, Wyoming, Nebraska, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Louisiana, New York, Texas, the Dakotas, and Michigan. Arizona is currently too close to call. It's 12 electoral votes. Warnock was campaigning here and just before Election Day. He's currently leading with 52.4%, 89% in. Colorado, currently too close to call. Cruz with a small lead, 10 electoral votes, 90% in. And New Mexico's 5 electoral votes going to Raphael Warnock. And Nebraska's 5 out of 5 electoral votes going to Ted Cruz. And Minnesota's 9 electoral votes, currently 2 close to call. Cruz with a small lead, 83% in. And Wisconsin's 10 electoral votes, currently 2 close to call. Warnock trailing behind, 89% in. Louisiana's 8 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. And New York's 20 electoral votes will go to Raphael Warnock. And Texas's 41 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz, his home state. And South Dakota's 3 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz, along with North Dakota's 3 electoral votes. Michigan's 15 electoral votes will go to Raphael Warnock. And we now can project that Georgia's 16 electoral votes will go to Raphael Warnock, his home state. And Virginia, previously 2 close to call, now going to Raphael Warnock, 13 electoral votes. And Ohio, previously 2 close to call, now going to Ted Cruz, 17 electoral votes. And we can now project that North Carolina, 16 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. And after the poll closings, we now look at the Electoral College. Warnock currently trailing behind at 153 electoral votes to Ted Cruz's 173. The popular vote currently even, 270 to 1. The 10 p.m. poll closings, we have Nevada, Utah, Iowa, and Montana. Nevada, currently 2 close to call, went to the Democratic Party in 2016 and 2020. Cruz currently having a fair lead there, 65% in, 6 electoral votes up for grabs. And Utah's 6 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz, and Iowa's 6 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. And Montana's 4 electoral votes we project will go to Ted Cruz. And New Hampshire's 4 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. This is a flip from 2020 and 2016. New Hampshire has not gone Republican since George Bush did it in 2000. This is a major flip for the GOP. Missouri's 10 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz, formerly 2 close to call, now going to Ted Cruz. As we now look at the Electoral College, we have Ted Cruz at 202 electoral votes to Warnock's 153, 270 to 1, popular vote even. Our 11 p.m. poll closings, we have Washington, California, Oregon, Hawaii, and Idaho. We project that Washington's 12 electoral votes will go to Raphael Warnock, and Oregon's 8 electoral votes will go to Raphael Warnock. And California's 54 electoral votes we project will go to Raphael Warnock, and Hawaii's 4 electoral votes will go to Raphael Warnock. And Idaho's 4 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz, and we can now project that Wisconsin's 10 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. This is again another flip from 2020 for the GOP. As we come to look at the Electoral College, Warnock at 232 electoral votes to Cruz's 216, 270 to win. Our 1 a.m. poll closings, Alaska. We project that Alaska's 3 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. And we can now project that Nevada's 6 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. This is another flip. This has not gone GOP since 2004 when George Bush won it. This is again a major flip for the GOP. And we can now project that Arizona's 12 electoral votes will go to Raphael Warnock. He has brought out major support here among the African American community, and he has also brought out a lot of Latino support and managed to win the suburban vote. And Colorado, we can now project will go to Raphael Warnock, going to him by a very small margin, but still managing to win it. We can now project that Florida's 31 electoral votes will go to Ted Cruz. It was previously 2 close to call. We can now project going to Ted Cruz. And Minnesota's 9 electoral votes going to Raphael Warnock. We can previously 2 close to call. Amy Klobuchar was campaigning for him here for quite a bit of time. And we can now project that Raphael Warnock will be the next president of the United States. This is CNN projection, as Pennsylvania's 19 electoral votes does go to Raphael Warnock. Very close, a lot closer than Democratic Party hoped for, but they still managed to win it. And Ted Cruz concedes the 2024 presidential election, which, as we look at the 2024 presidential election, we had Raphael Warnock with 282 electoral votes to Ted Cruz's 256. as he won the day in the popular vote as well, with a strong 1 million more votes than Ted Cruz, with Raphael Warnock having 70 million votes to Ted Cruz's 69 million. Thank you for watching the 2024 election. Stay tuned for more.